Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sheila questions Deacon about his visit from Brooke, and Carter surprises Steffy with his plan to hire Ivy and Electra. Editors have independently selected all of the goods and services that are listed. On the other hand, Soaps.com might get paid a commission for orders made through its retail links, and the retailer might get some data that can be audited for bookkeeping purposes. Hope flashes to Carter while defending her position during the meeting in Forrester's design office, grinning. When Brooke walks in the doorway, he asks her why she's grinning in the workplace. Hope is merely attempting to imagine what might be. They discuss how she feels under pressure regarding her line. According to Brooke, she went to inform Deacon that she was in danger and that Carter was standing up for her. What an amazing man he is. Carter asks Steffy in the main office why hope for the future isn't on the agenda for today. She still hasn't decided what she wants to do with it. You know how I feel about it, says Carter with a grimace. That's not completely clear to Steffy. What is the reason behind your intense advocacy for hope for the future? According to Carter, it attracts younger customers, which will benefit couture in the future. Steffy says she will have to terminate the line if it continues to perform poorly. We talked about this. Carter says to her. Now is not the time, he insists. Carter has faith in Steffy's ability to grow this business. When Quinn left, the jewelry line was discussed. They don't have to lose that business, Carter assures Steffy. He went ahead and scheduled a meeting. Keep your mind open. Ivy enters as he opens the door. Hey Steffy. Ivy, Steffy gawps. Steffy informs Carter that they have no business with Ivy because he sprung her on her. Carter contacted Ivy, who claims to be a Forrester herself. Steffy apologizes to Ivy for her father. John was a wonderful man. She simply doesn't understand what's happening and is puzzled. According to Carter, Ivy continues to create jewelry with great success. Her return would be a blessing for the business and a full-circle moment. Ivy claims that they came directly to her and haven't yet spoken to Eric. Carter claims that he planned to build the company because she had a large online following. Ivy merely needs a chance, she doesn't need an office. And our resources? Steffy says. Carter pulls a face. Ivy claims that Forrester is the first business she has spoken to and that it makes her feel at home. She and Carter both believe that her work would be valuable. He asks Steffy if they may talk about it and nods. Sheila informs Deacon at Il Giardino that she has no idea what he put in the dish today, but the chef is barely able to meet the demand. It's not just the recipes that are irresistible around here, Deacon jokes. Are you denying it? He'd better not share his recipe with anybody else, Sheila advises. She is aware that Brooke visited yesterday. According to Deacon, she merely wished to discuss their daughter. Hope is simply going through a difficult time, Sheila informs Deacon. They discuss Hope kissing Finn and turning against Steffy, who has been attempting to end the call for some time. Sheila notes that Hope is not alone in this and believes Ridge will step in. Deacon assumes something must be wrong if Brooke is approaching him. Brooke will do everything she can to support Hope, Sheila promises him. Carter Walton has also been supporting her, Deacon discloses. Brooke and Hope discuss Carter being in her corner in the design office. According to Brooke, he respects her. Hope doesn't want to make him the target of Steffy's ire. She is reassured by Brooke. Ridge's best friend and the company's COO, Carter, is always there for her. She has faith that he will support her. Sheila and Deacon discuss Hope versus Steffy at Forrester at Il Giardino. No workplace is all roses and hearts, Sheila notes. Deacon believes his child should succeed. He's like her dad, Sheila says, and he won't allow anything stop her. Your daughter will be all right. After giving him a kiss, she leaves to wait tables. Deacon grinned. Hope wonders whether Steffy saw the amazing video package that Liam made about her and her line, and Brooke tells her so in the design office. She should concentrate on her team, Brooke advises. Brooke and Hope exclaim that it's wonderful to have Will around as he arrives with a delivery. Having family close by is good, according to Hope. Any assistance from Logan would be greatly appreciated. Steffy informs Carter in the main office that she is upset that he did not visit her before scheduling a meeting with a family member. He is aware of his long-standing problems with Ivy. According to Carter, these are personal matters, this is business. Steffy wonders if she should collaborate with someone she doesn't trust. Their differences won't be an issue for Ivy. According to Carter, they must manage Forrester like a company. Ivy can carry on Quinn's work. Ivy can begin tomorrow, but she must inform them that she has a helper with her, and that she is also a Forrester. Her niece enters once she opens the door. Gawping, Steffy exclaims, "Electra?" "He's our COO, for now," she says, giving her a hug before introducing her to Carter. Steffy tells Electra how gorgeous she is. Electra hopes her presence is acceptable. "She should wait in reception," Aunt Ivy said. Ivy pitches. She genuinely believes that working together, they may do incredible things. Will asks Hope in the design office why she requires Logan's help. That can of worms won't be opened by Hope. Will is curious. According to Hope, there are always two sides to a story. Will makes a hypothesis about the Forresters and Logans. "Just be glad you're not a Spencer," he jokes. Hope only wants him to have fun there. "Is Bill aware?" asks Brooke. He understood when he told him about all the attractive women, but Will broke it to him the other day. They chuckle. One of them will be ecstatic to encounter a hottie like him, Hope is certain. Steffy feels like she's getting steamrolled at the main office right now. Ivy seems to want her to assign her a squad. She acknowledges Ivy's skill and expresses regret for her father. Electra believes her grandfather would be thrilled to see them all cooperating. Electra's family traveled about a lot, so she didn't grow up in Australia, but she always remained close to Aunt Ivy, they explain, adding that she is the daughter of John's son, also named John. She had always admired Steffy and once wrote a paper about her. Steffy finds that endearing. Writing a report about her grandmother is something she recalls doing. She is overjoyed to see her, and it means a lot. Ivy is aware that they have had disagreements in the past, but they have since changed and developed. If they could collaborate, Ivy could benefit the business. Carter asserts that they can grow the company beyond their wildest expectations, but she must begin to think more broadly. She needs to accept Ivy and the jewelry line instead of threatening to cut Hope for the future. Hope's cancelled line tears a couple apart after Brooke kicks Ridge out of the house. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope's cancelled line tears the couple apart, and Brooke kicks Ridge out of the house? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester may be preparing for major issues in their relationship. Since Taylor Hayes has returned to town, Ridge and Brooke have already encountered some difficulties. Although Brooke was able to move past the entire chakra alignment episode at the Cliff House, further problems are likely to arise. When Steffy Forrester alluded to Brooke's response if they dropped Hope Logan's line, she was foreshadowing the drama to come. If Ridge helps Steffy get rid of Hope for the future, Brooke will undoubtedly see it as a personal jab at Hope and won't be pleased with him. But since Steffy and Ridge appear more gloomy than ever, they could be forced to break the awful news. What is Brooke going to do if Hope's line is indeed cancelled? This may easily result in a heated argument between Ridge and Brooke that could tear them apart. In the aftermath, Brooke might evict Ridge from her home, which might allow him to remain somewhere else and eventually give in to Taylor. Ridge might use it as a pretext to get back into bed with his ex, even though Brooke might see it as a passing phase rather than a serious breakup. It's obvious that Ridge still harbors feelings for Taylor, therefore it won't be long until he takes action. Ridge may separate from Brooke as a result of Hope's dropped line, which would allow him to draw Taylor more closer. Do you believe Hope's line will be discontinued? Will Ridge leave the house and go straight to bed with Taylor as a result of Brooke's rage? Stay tuned for updates on their possible reunion and all the B&B drama that could ensue, as it appears probable that Taylor will eventually get another opportunity with Ridge. Is Hope abusing Carter to preserve HFTF? Is Hope abusing Carter to preserve HFTF? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Does Hope use Carter to save HFTF? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hurricane Hope Logan is circling Carter Walton, who is hopelessly in love, and heartbreak is imminent. After defeating Steffy Forrester at FC, these two return to his place on Friday, October 18th. Some fans are speculating that Hope is merely using Carter to preserve her HFTF line, as they celebrated by making out. That wouldn't be her behavior, would it? You might be surprised by the response. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Hope Logan considering Carter Walton seriously? Could it be Carter who finally causes Hope to put Finn Finnegan and Thomas Forrester out of her mind? Her floppy waffle ex, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, is back sniffing around after a terrible recent love affair. Carter now appears to be a step above from the typical suspects. The only issue is that Hope and Carter are combining their personal and professional lives, and Hope depends on Carter's assistance to maintain her employment security at Forrester. Carter proposed at the Friday business meeting that FC handle HFTF similarly to Brooke's bedroom line. How long before Hope is posing for her new Boy Toys lingerie? In fact, we're hoping that Hope and Brooke will pull off a Kate and Lila Moss modeling stunt. Perhaps. B&B spoilers. Will Hope Logan lose to Carter Walton? Meanwhile, Carter appears enamored with the blonde, and Hope knows where her bread is buttered. As you remember, Hope let out a woe down before declaring that everything was set to go at Carter's bachelor pad after the clothing started to come off. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Hope Logan able to commit to Carter Walton? Was it a flash of insight that told her that betting Carter would be profitable? Carter, poor Carter, was never a bride but always an officiant. B&B spoilers. What takes place between Carter Walton and Hope Logan next? Tell us, fans of B&B, do you think Hope and Carter are just friends, or do you think they have what it takes to work together? Steffy responds to Hope and Carter's connection. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy responds to Hope and Carter's connection. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers document that Steffy Forrester Finnegan is keeping her eye on Hope Logan. However, the warning she gave was focused on John Finn Finnegan, not Carter Walton. No one is likely to support Steffy if she injects herself into Hope and Carter's personal lives. As the audience was allowed to see, they're single and just starting a relationship. She was wrong to go after Finn. He stopped Hope, and then Steffy told her that if she ever behaved the same way, Hope for the future would be done. However, gaining Carter as an ally redefines the battle lines. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Carter Walton seeking love. Carter is single and should not be. He made various attempts to find love and either lost it or opted not to settle. Quinn Fuller appeared to be the great love of his life. However, the writing staff, which included St. Victor in that storyline, was in the process of writing Sofer's character out of the show. The short-lived connection with Quinn was intense and should have led to much more drama, but it was meant to be a quick story with an open ending. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's power is limited. Steffy can't possibly end HFTF after she learns about Hope and Carter's new connection. She'll want to, but everyone's better business instincts should override Steffy's personal distaste for Hope. Wood's character was set up in a power share with her father. Together, she and Ridge Forrester run the day-to-day operations at Forrester. They have valued Carter's input to date, with Ridge also considering him his best friend. Steffy trusts him as well. However, the soon-to-be-revealed link to Hope will cause Steffy to change her view. That will surely bother Carter and create tension inside Forrester Creations, especially as it relates to his idea to have Hope become a lead model for her line like Brooke Logan is for Brooke's bedroom. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hope Logan wins another way. Hope was misguided in wanting to prove a point to Steffy by stealing her husband. That effort failed because Finn is in love with his wife, cherishes the family they've created, and is also a decent guy. Steffy won't have a soapy leg to stand on if she tries to threaten Hope or undercut her reputation. A backfire is likely to occur, impacting Steffy's status. While Wood's character won't lose her title, the Forrester Creations Brain Trust will see Steffy in a different light. Hope needs to calculate her link to Carter but will realize that this is a way for her to seek happiness and reclaim her business reputation with his help, regardless of how Steffy responds. Steffy Forrester's reaction to Hope and Carter's connection on The Bold and the Beautiful brings a complex and emotional dynamic to the surface, as she struggles to process a situation that could have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. Known for her fiery and protective nature, Steffy has always been a key player in the world of Forrester creations and the larger Forrester-Logan family saga. But now, as she becomes aware of the burgeoning bond between Hope Logan and Carter Walton, she finds herself in a position that requires a delicate balance of personal and professional interests. Steffy's response is shaped by her deep-rooted emotions, her loyalties to her family, and her understanding of the ripple effect this connection could have on her life and those around her. At first, Steffy's awareness of Hope and Carter's growing connection seems to catch her off guard. For years, Hope has been closely linked with Liam Spencer, Steffy's ex-husband and the father of her child. The love triangle between Hope, Liam, and Steffy has been a central storyline in their lives, with many twists and turns. Although Hope and Liam have experienced several tumultuous moments in their relationship, Steffy always believed that, despite the ups and downs, their bond remained strong enough to weather most storms. So, when she begins to notice the subtle signs of a deeper relationship between Hope and Carter, it raises red flags. Carter Walton, Forrester Creations' trustworthy COO, has had his own share of heartbreak. Having been unlucky in love, particularly after his complicated engagement to Zoe Buckingham and failed relationship with Quinn Fuller, Carter has been seeking a fresh start. His charm, good looks, and loyal nature have made him a popular figure at Forrester, but his past romantic entanglements have also brought him pain. Steffy, like many others, respects Carter for his professionalism and friendship, which makes her even more cautious when she sees him developing a connection with Hope. She understands that if Hope and Carter truly pursue something serious, it could lead to both personal and professional complications. Professionally, Steffy is concerned about the potential impact of this relationship on Forrester Creations. Hope holds a significant role in the company as the face of her successful fashion line, Hope for the Future. Carter, on the other hand, is integral to the company's daily operations as COO. The blending of their personal and professional lives could blur boundaries, creating challenges within the workplace. Steffy is keenly aware of the risks of romantic entanglements at Forrester, especially considering how her past relationships and family connections have affected the business. Steffy's initial response is one of skepticism and wariness. She confronts the situation head-on, as she often does, wanting to protect her family's legacy and ensure that nothing jeopardizes the success of Forrester Creations. Her father, Ridge Forrester, has always emphasized the importance of keeping the company's interests at the forefront, and Steffy has adopted this mentality as well. She knows that if things between Hope and Carter go awry, it could lead to internal conflicts, particularly since Liam Spencer would likely react poorly to the news. Liam has been a central figure in Hope's life, and his feelings for her are still complicated despite their recent separation. If Liam were to discover Hope's involvement with Carter, it could reignite old tensions between Liam, Steffy, and Hope, leading to another round of emotional turmoil. On a personal level, Steffy's response is even more layered. Her history with Hope is fraught with rivalry, not just over Liam but also over their differing personalities and approaches to life. Steffy has always been more impulsive and bold, while Hope tends to be more reserved and idealistic. Their differences have often led to clashes, but over time, they have managed to forge a tentative truce for the sake of their children and family. However, Steffy can't help but feel that Hope's involvement with Carter is a betrayal of sorts, not only to Liam but also to the stability that they've worked hard to maintain within their extended family. Steffy's protectiveness over Liam, despite no longer being with him, also plays a role in her response. She knows Liam is still reeling from the fallout of his relationship with Hope, and seeing her move on so quickly, especially with someone as close to the Forrester family as Carter, could devastate him. As the mother of Liam's child, Steffy remains emotionally connected to him and doesn't want to see him hurt again. This concern adds a layer of complexity to how Steffy approaches the situation, as she finds herself torn between supporting her friend Carter and wanting to shield Liam from more heartache. Moreover, Steffy's own relationship with Dr. John Finnegan, her husband, adds another dimension to her reaction. Steffy and Finn have built a strong and loving family together, and she is acutely aware of how fragile relationships can be in their world. Witnessing the potential breakdown of Hope and Liam's relationship, and seeing Hope move on with Carter, reminds Steffy of how easily things can fall apart. It reinforces her determination to protect what she has with Finn and to ensure that external drama doesn't seep into their lives. As Steffy grapples with her feelings about Hope and Carter, she takes action by having a private conversation with Carter. Steffy, always one to confront issues directly, expresses her concerns about the budding romance. She emphasizes the potential fallout and urges Carter to think carefully before pursuing anything further with Hope. While Steffy's words come from a place of care for both her family and the company, Carter may interpret her caution as interference. Carter, having experienced heartache before, is determined to follow his own path and may see Steffy's warnings as an obstacle to his happiness. In the end, Steffy's response to Hope and Carter's connection is multifaceted, driven by her role as a businesswoman, a mother, and a friend. She is caught between her desire to protect her family and Forrester creations, her loyalty to Liam, and her respect for Carter. The situation forces Steffy to navigate complex emotional territory, as she tries to manage the potential fallout without causing more harm. As she moves forward, it remains to be seen whether her warnings will be heeded or if Hope and Carter's connection will continue to grow, ultimately leading to even greater challenges for everyone involved.